Scam report. Trump coin. Solana-based meme coin, official Trump, symbol, Trump, often described together with official Melania Meme, symbol Melania. Both launched in January 2025 and are associated with the former United States President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. While the coins are standard digital assets on a technical level, they display highly suspicious patterns. Extreme price manipulation, coordinated insider trading, and misleading marketing through apparent political endorsements. In both cases, insiders purchased large volumes of tokens in the minutes before official public announcements, then quickly sold their holdings after prices spiked. For example, just before the public announcement of Melania, 24 wallets acquired approximately $2.6 million worth of tokens. Within 12 hours, about 81% of those holdings were liquidated, yielding nearly $100 million in profit. These trades occurred before any public information was available, strongly suggesting insider access and premeditated dumping. Marketing efforts for both tokens relied heavily on the visibility and status of the Trump family. Melania Trump promoted the Melania coin using her verified X, formerly Twitter, account, stating, "The official Melania meme is live." Following the post, the token's market cap surged to several billion dollars, and the price of the Trump token began a rapid decline. Donald Trump himself reinforced this promotion during a public rally, further shifting investor attention away from Trump and toward Melania. As a result, the Trump token's market capitalization collapsed by roughly 55% within minutes, a total market value loss of over $7 billion. Price behavior of both tokens followed similar patterns: explosive initial growth followed by steep declines. Trump rose from around 18 cents to a peak of approximately $75 shortly after launch. It then dropped to below $38 within days, a loss of more than 50%. Melania experienced a similar trajectory, surging to values above $10 and $17, then crashing over 90% from its peak. By April 2025, it was trading at around 38 cents, nearly a full collapse. These rapid gains and subsequent crashes occurred in environments where most of the token supply was controlled by a small number of wallets. Melania in particular was found to be 90% owned by a single address at launch. This extreme centralization of supply is consistent with known pump and dump schemes, where insiders manipulate prices and exit with substantial profits, while latecomers suffer steep losses. Timeline of events: January 19, 2025. Trump meme coin launched by Donald Trump. Price rose from 18 cents to roughly $75 before beginning to decline. Late evening, January 19th, Melania Trump announces the launch of Melania via her verified X account. In the 2.5 minutes prior to the post, 24 wallets acquired $2.6 million worth of Melania. January 20th, Melania surges more than 50-fold immediately after launch. 81% of the early holdings are dumped by insiders, resulting in nearly $100 million in realized profit. Trump simultaneously loses market momentum and drops over 20% to approximately $38. January 21st, Trump stabilizes around $38, a more than 50% decline from its peak. Melania falls to around $4.19, a loss of over 80% in 2 days. April 20th, on-chain analytics show Melania trading at approximately 38 cents, having lost over 97% of its peak value. Over 23 million Melania tokens, worth $13 million, are traced moving from project wallets in the weeks prior, consistent with continued large-scale dumping. May 6th, a Financial Times investigation confirms that 24 early wallets turned $2.6 million into nearly $100 million around the Melania launch. May 22nd, Trump hosts an exclusive dinner for the top 220 Trump holders at his National Golf Club. The top 25 receive VIP treatment, and the top 4 are awarded watches reportedly valued at $100,000 each. The announcement of the event caused a short-term rally of approximately 50% in the Trump token. Critics characterize this as a financial reward scheme tied to speculative investment. Political corruption concerns. In early 2025, Chinese crypto billionaire Justin Sun, who had been under investigation by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for alleged fraud and market manipulation, made substantial investments in Trump-linked crypto ventures. Specifically, Sun invested approximately $75 million into World Liberty Financial, a cryptocurrency project associated with the Trump family. He also acquired over $20 million worth of the Trump meme coin, positioning himself as one of its top holders. Following these investments, the SEC unexpectedly paused its lawsuit against Sun, a move that raised significant concerns about potential conflicts of interest and the integrity of regulatory processes. Critics argue that the timing suggests a possible quid pro quo, where financial contributions to Trump-affiliated projects may have influenced the suspension of legal actions. Sun's involvement extended beyond investments. He attended a VIP dinner with President Trump and was appointed as an advisor to World Liberty Financial. These developments have intensified scrutiny over the use of cryptocurrency ventures as potential channels for political influence and corruption. Summary: the Trump and Melania tokens appear to be classic pump-and-dump schemes disguised as politically themed crypto products. Early access by insiders, coordinated social media promotion, sharp price spikes, and rapid collapses all align with known scam patterns. The public messaging and perceived endorsement by high-profile figures contributed significantly to the magnitude of these schemes, leading to substantial losses for late investors.